as many of us young people who grew up in a certain way, we believe that the way to go is to, go to school, go to university, find a really good job, stable job that makes your, parents happy, that your friends are also, happy about. And so that's what I did. After my master's degree, I went to work in a very large American organization, Avery Dennison, where I spent 8 years as a business development manager, as a marketing product manager, traveling a lot, working a lot on making sales, on developing products. And that was an amazing time of my life.
And I think a lot of people, they recognize this, what you say, the standard way to go, get a university degree, work for a big company, earn stable money, everyone is happy in theory. And you said it was a fantastic time yourself. So does that mean that it was also something that you wanted, not only the expectations of others?
I think especially when you are in this wheel of following kind of the normal steps of life, you don't even question things. You just assume that this is what makes everybody happy, so you probably are going to be happy as well. And as everything new, novelty always gives you in the first 2-3 years kind of a feeling of being quite satisfied because you are learning. But eventually, if this is not what you really, really wanted to do, you will not get that fulfillment at the end of the day. And that's what happens often in a cycle of 2-3 years where you have done your best, you have really felt like you developed to the highest, but it's still not enough. And that's, I think, when many of us start finally questioning, what is it then? So that's where I was a little bit at the later stage, and I call it soul searching, looking, but what is it? What is it what will make me feel so satisfied and fulfilled at the end of the day?
And how did you do that, this soul searching?
I always say if your work does not give you that satisfaction, you just want to find a hobby as something where you achieve a state of flow, and it's a recognized psychological state where the time is passing by, where you are doing what you're doing for the sake of it, where you're just enjoying it and getting so much energy back. It's actually an energy generating activity. So if you have that hobby that already is going to become a source of something that will recharge you, and the more you get involved in it, the way I did in yoga, the more you kind of feel like, okay, this could be it. And in a few years, that hobby can become your new job. And that's what happened to me. I was traveling so much that I had a terrible back pain. I had headache, migraines a lot. I spent almost 70% of my time traveling responsible for Eastern Europe. So one night I would fly to Moscow, and in the morning I would come to the customer plant. The other night I would be in Ukraine, in Poland. So very, very energy consuming travel. So the only thing that helped me not to struggle with my body was doing yoga.
Wow.
And all I could do is to afford to do it once a week because I was traveling so much. But then when my travel got less, because I had to speak to my manager and explain that this is not sustainable, and I started doing it 2 and 3 times a week, I felt so good that I was amazed and I wanted to know more. What is this that makes my body feel so good? And I wanted to know what's behind it. So that's what drew me into yoga, and that's what was my flow back at that time that now became, my full-time job, passion, life.